Well, hi everyone, and welcome back to the Real CD Show podcast. My name is Chamberlain Burke,
And I'm Devlin Burke.
and we're going to continue with our profiles of women in rock music. And for this podcast, we're going to talk about the group Blondie, which of course features Deborah Harry. So I know that this group has been around for over 40 years. They actually formed in 1974. Devlin, can you tell me what your perception of them is? What you like about them? Give me your thing.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I actually heard of them through my parents. My mom was a big fan of one of their songs, and my father had their greatest hits CD, and I kind of stole it from him and still have not given it back until he bought me my own copy. but But I think what I loved about them was her confidence. She has a strong confidence, and she didn't sound, not to disrespect a lot of women in music, but a lot of them sound kind of, the term the only term that comes to mind is whiny.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds more assertive and more kind of in control. And I really really liked that very, very much. Her songs are great. The songs the band has written is great. They've experimented widely, which I think is fantastic. I love it when bands experiment and don't put the same record over and over and over again. They've done a variety of things. They've done reggae, disco. They started out in the punk scene with the Ramones, and Debbie Harry is kind of one of the only women in the punk movement. I mean, her best friend was Joey Ramone. How cool is that? Chamberlain, let's get to you. What do you think of Blondie after doing the research we've done so far?
Well, this group I was very aware of. Okay, I of course knew them. I was the kind of person who heard their hits whatever was on the radio. I did buy the vinyl for Parallel Lines because I like the hits, okay, and that was all I ever heard. But I like Heart of Glass. I like the song Denise because remember I like doo-wop and the British Invasion and all that 60s stuff. And so I do have Randy and the Rainbow's song Denise on my iPod, and I listen to it frequently. And so they recorded that, and it was pretty much a cover, except they made it the French male pronunciation of Denise as in Dennis. But the song was pretty much a strict cover of the song. I do like that they mixed it up. They were not formulaed. Okay, they did this type of music. They did reggae. They did a cover song. And so I've watched some of the videos. Some of her other songs were like "Call Me," "The Tide Is High," "Maria." Every one of those is a different flavor and a different type of music. In watching some of the videos, one of the things that I like is she is not I was almost said your word whiny, but that was not where I was going. She is not submissive to the male members of the band. She's very respectful of them, but she doesn't. She's the singer in that band. She is the lead singer in that band, and she comes out when it's her turn. She'll stand back in a couple of the videos and let the band play the intro, and then she charges out, and her relationship is with the audience. And she doesn't stand in the back and kind of look at the guys and wait for her cue to go out, or look at them and kind of wink like, okay, I'm ready to go now. Are you guys ready for me? She waits for her cue. She knows her business. She comes out, and her relationship is with the audience. Or in some, she makes no eye contact. Almost like, was it Robert Plant where the girls were in the back?
Yeah, the pop singer.
Yeah. Where the girls were in the back with no eye contact, just blank looks on their faces. She does that. She's kind of, I'm almost like, I'm bored with you, but you know what? I'm going to sing this song. She is very much a performer. She is very much a strong female. She sets a really good example. She is a person. I don't want to discuss, like, I don't want to make this about sexuality, but she dresses in ways that meet the type of music that they play. And she can carry it off. The guys, this isn't the Temptations or the Four Tops. They're not in suits and doing synchronized dancing. This is a rock band, and they do a wide variety of music. Like you said, they're not afraid to do it. They'll do it. They'll say, here is what it is. And then if you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, guess what? We'll reinvent ourselves and do something else. Now, we saw them on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon recently. And what did you think of their performance on that?
Oh, I thought it was fantastic. It was a great performance.
No, I was going to say it was a cut from their new album. Am I correct?
Yeah, they have a new album out. It came out, I want to say, last week.
I believe so.
And they're going to tour for that, but they're right now doing all the promotion stuff. I wanted to touch on something with you, Chamberlain, because one of the things we've made a point about discussing in these podcasts is that you're new to rock music, but B, you're also a mom. And I was wondering, would you allow your daughter to listen to Blondie? And if your daughter did, what would you want her to take away from Blondie? What do you think? What would you hope the message your daughter got from Blondie is?
Well, oh, that's a good question. And it's a standard question. I was just thinking about at what point, because they've been around for 40 years. And I'm thinking back and I was a fan of this band ever since they came out. I like certain types of songs. I like songs that I like, Heart of Glass, I thought was an amazing song. It was different. The video was different. But one of the things that I was impressed with immediately whenever I saw Blondie on TV, I've never seen them in concert, but whenever I saw them on TV, I like the way she presents herself. I like the things that they sing about. I like the subject of their songs. So I think that at any point, short of infant, I would allow my daughter or introduce my daughter to Blondie, both for the musicality and for the fact that here is one of the few women who is a strong female character. She is part of a band, but it's obvious when she is the lead singer, she is the lead singer. And my daughter and I have a really good relationship. So if there were something that was a little more provocative or something like that, I feel that even if she were an adolescent and we went to see Blondie or we watched a concert or saw something on TV, like remember in the good old days when MTV used to be good, and they ran something that she and I could sit down and watch it, and if there was something provocative, I could talk to her about it and we could discuss it, because there wasn't anything trashy or raunchy. I don't like hair and eyes. I mean, in a couple of the videos, her hair is in her eyes. I mean, oh my gosh, that's horrible, but I like the group. I like what they say. I like what they represent. They've been around. They do their job, and I like the way she presents. And I get the feeling Debbie Harry is not out to be the Wonder Woman of rock music. I think she's just saying, this is who I am, and this is who my bandmates are. I think the bandmates, the male band members, aren't trying to make her anything she's not. I think this is just the way these people are. She is a strong character. She is a fantastic singer. The music is good. The band can play like nobody's business. And I like when stuff is rearranged. We heard Ring of Fire from the movie Roadie. I love the way that was done. She just went out and sang it. She can carry the tune. She's a good singer. She's not struggling. So I don't have a problem with this group at all. I've been a fan for a long time. I've listened to the hits, but every time I've heard that they were going to be on TV or something, I've always watched. I do like their music, and I don't have a problem telling my daughter about them or letting her see them live or on TV at all.
Okay, cool. Do you want to go show them the tour dates so that we can
Yeah, this is one of the things that we saw them on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon just recently, and they are promoting their new album that is called Pollinator.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to, without making you seasick, let me see if I can get to you here. They are on tour beginning next week, the 23rd, depending on when you listen to this. They're in the United Kingdom and Europe, and then they come to North America with Garbage. Okay. And then they go, they continue on through. There's some other different people here, but beginning on July 5th, they're in California and all across. So you can go to blondie.net/shows and get their tour dates. If they're coming anywhere near you, we highly recommend that you go see them, listen to them, look at the way the band performs. Look at Debbie Harry. Her relationship, as we said, is with the audience. She is a strong female figure. They do a variety of music. They are constantly reinventing themselves. They're not afraid to do music that is different, to see how you feel about it. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. And take your daughters, take your sons, and see what it's like to be around a strong female woman who can kick ass in rock music.
I agree.
So, on behalf of the Real CD Show, I'm Chamberlain Burke.
And I'm Devlin Burke.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you at the next podcast. Bye.